Ballard, do you think at all, as an Alabama fan, that you've got much to worry about in Week 1 against Miami?
Oh, absolutely. I've been saying that. I think, this season I kind of make jokes like I'll mess around because I know you got a lot of, and I love all the people you get on, the Scoop on the U people, Wholesome Holloway, all the Miami people. They're great people. But, they're a great program too. But, man, it just seems like, this might be the year. This might be the year. Listen, if they beat Alabama Week 1, which I know a lot of people, here's my problem, is a lot of people are saying Bama's just going to blow through them. And as a Bama fan, I'd like to see that. But I feel like Miami's not getting enough credit. I really think that they're going to be a good team this year. And especially if they pull an upset Week 1, they could imagine what they could do from there. But am I worried about Miami? Of course. This isn't like when we played Duke a few years ago. This isn't like, a Week 2 game against the FCS school. This is against I don't know if I want to say Miami's top 10. I guess they kind of are top 10, top 15 type of team. Whether they're ranked there or not, I still view them nationally like that. So, yeah, I'm a little worried.
Yeah, and I think we're all anxious to see Bryce Young and see what he can do in his first start.
Yeah, and especially under a new coordinator with Bill O'Brien coming in. No, just keep up all the great content you guys do. I've been sharing it out on social media a few times, and I'm ready for the season, man. Roll Tide.
I appreciate the support, Ballard. You have a good night. Thanks for the call. Keep in mind that Nick Saban, since he arrived in 2007, let's pick it up from 2008. I don't know exactly who Alabama played that first season in 2007 as a non-conference game, but basically Saban has taken on top flight programs across the board in neutral site games, except for a Penn State home and home series in 2010 and 2011, in which Alabama took care of Penn State by 2 to 3 scores each one of those games, 27-11 and I think 24-3. All the other games have been neutral site games, played in Atlanta or played in Houston or played in Dallas. And Alabama has not been threatened at all. I would say Wisconsin may have played them the best. I think that game was 21-17 sometime in the third quarter, but Alabama kicked it into gear and blew them out 35-17. That was in 2015. The Florida State game, if you watched the game, you could see that Florida State athletically could basically match up with Alabama, but of course DeAndre Francois was lost when it was a 10-7 game, and Alabama took it from there 24-7. Those were probably the two games. Also, West Virginia actually, with Clint Trickett at quarterback in 2014, put up a pretty good fight and threw for a ton of yardage. Clint Trickett threw for over 500 yards in that game against Alabama. I believe that game was played in Atlanta and put a scare in the Tide, something like 35-26. You could check my score on there. But Alabama's beaten Clemson, Virginia Tech, Wisconsin, Michigan, Florida State, Duke, Louisville, USC, West Virginia. On and on, the teams that they've beaten. They're 9-0 in those neutral site games to open the season. All right.